Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers November 3rd to 14th, Rachel's chaotic meltdown and Chad's seething fury. Days of Our Lives spoilers Tuesday, November 4th, Brady punishes Rachel, Kate's news, Xander and Sarah's run-in. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers for November 3rd to 14th, 2025 reveal Rachel Black coming deranged and Chad DiMera absolutely furious. These 2 weeks are going to be really moving on at a good pace, giving us lots of action because these are the first 2 full weeks of November reaches. Let's dive in. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers Stephanie gets a warning. On Monday, November 3rd, we've got Susan Banks advising Stephanie Johnson that Commodity Woeful is about to be. Also, Susan thinks Stephanie's rearmost book, which is a murder riddle as you know, involving a pen, is actually an autobiography. Now, I wonder if that's because her dirty book was semi-autobiographical. Alex Kyriakis thinks Jeremy Horton is to condemn for nearly pecking Kat Green, because it looks like the pumpkin that Rachel and Thomas DiMera launched might have hit Jeremy and propelled him towards Kat and Chad when he just happened to have a pumpkin sculpturing cutter in his hand. Alex winds up injured when he tries to get between Jeremy and Kat, and Stephanie runs up shocked to see Alex on the ground unconscious, but I suppose he's going to be fine. Leo Stark and Javi Hernandez find out that little Tesoro has a Ever family that's going to be taking him. Of course, the guys and Rafe Hernandez and Ariana Horton and Gabby Hernandez all are feeling kind of bittersweet about this. Kat is there to support her family Aaron Green as he signs down his maternal rights to little Tesoro. And Aaron is floundering. This is all hap so presto. Just like bang, you're the pater. Bang, subscribe your rights down. His head is spinning. Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree get great news. They're approved to borrow. So, it's a good thing they left that crib up, right? Family drama explodes on Days of Our Lives Chad's fury and Rachel's rebellion. Tuesday, November 4th, we've Chad raving at Thomas for targeting Kat. But also Thomas freaks out, harangues at his pater, and runs off into business, and has a near miss with Otto. Hopefully the Spratas ain't actually hit, but there are squealing thickets. Now, I know Thomas survives and all that, but it's going to be a big dread. Chad and Jennifer Horton are looking on in horror, and also obviously they run to check on the Sprat. Brady Black punishes his son Rachel for her part in the pumpkin chucking and near pecking of Kat. The nethermost line is Rachel got Thomas all rankled up, and also he and Rachel did Commodity potentially dangerous. I'm sure she's going to be frenetic at Brady and is presumably going to lash out when he grounds her. Rachel and Brady also run into Xander Cook on Tuesday, and he's giving Brady some side-eye, and it may be over how strict he's being with Rachel. I mean, Xander's done so much worse. So, I wonder if he's going to speak up for her, because he did help raise her the first constructive months of her life. Days of Our Lives spoilers Philip refuses to turn on Xander. Tate Black and Holly Jonas agree about Commodity, and it may be about their future. Philip Kyriakis tells his mama Kate Roberts that Maggie Horton Kyriakis surely knows it was Xander behind the assault, but Philip is still sticking with his approach of not pressing charges. He and his family are clicked, and he's not going to turn on that. I'm sure Kate wants him to, however. Sarah Horton and Xander have a run, heft, and it's relatively chilly. I wonder if she walks up on him talking to Brady and Rachel. Sarah is mealy about Xander's falsehoods and the brutal attack on his family. Now, he's still working through his issues with Marlena Evans, but Sarah doesn't care. She wants a divorce. Aaron is assuring Ariana, and this is back to the same issue because she has been notoriety who's been there helping with Tesoro, and she's veritably sad that he's no longer at the Hernandez house, but happy that he has a good home. So hopefully Ari is also comforting Aaron. A new morning Johnny and Chanel's emotional adoption day. Wednesday, November 5th is officially little Tesoro's relinquishment day. Belle Black tells Johnny and Chanel congratulations. They're officially his pater and mama. Rafe is veritably happy to see Johnny and Chanel out with Toro in the forecourt, but obviously Rafe's going to miss the little Joe. Gabby, Ari, Javi, and Leo are tearful, but happy for the Sprat, and Leo and Javi are assuring each other. I suppose a lot of this is going to bring up some issues for Javi. And I do wonder if Chanel and Johnny are going to make sure to keep the Hernandez family in the circle and make sure they can still see little T since they took care of him for so numerous months. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers Johnny and Chanel's touching homage. Gabby is poking at her son Ari a little, teasing her, and it may be about a boy. I wonder if she saw Aaron with Ari. And I wonder if Ari might tell her mama, "No, I'm not into him. I like Theo. We had coffee." Gabby went like that because of his age and because he took her CEO job. Paulina Price, Belle, and Marlena and others are at a little relinquishment party for Johnny and Chanel, who are introducing their new son on Days of Our Lives that they're going to be calling Trey because they've named him John Roman DiMera III. Marlena is relatively touched at the homage to John Black, and she and Paulina memorize while also allowing about the future for this new baby and Johnny and Chanel. EJ DiMera shows up to compliment Johnny and Chanel. He told Amy he'd stay down, but I do suppose that verbal agreement is going to do anything now that the essay is dry on the relinquishment papers. And I do wonder if EJ is going to tell the couple that he'd a part in them getting the baby. Salem's pressures rise grandfather face. Offs and sinister alliances. On Thursday, November 6th, Gabby is assuring Javi. Obviously giving up to Zorro is going to spark monuments of when he lost his son. Roman Brady has a warning for Paulina. And Theo dislocations and admonitions is Pater, Abe Carver. And this could be about DiMera Enterprises or about the bully of Theo's that Abe is training, aka Liam. Alex and Stephanie find out commodity interesting, and Gwen Rizek offers EJ some sympathy. I'm guessing that Johnny tells him, "Kick Jules, don't come back. You're not allowed to see your grandson." Because Gwen really likes Thomas DiMera and Charlotte DiMera and has been banned from their life for egregious reasons. Friday, November 7th, we got Dr. Mark Green with EJ and the parole. An ex-doctor is meeting wicked resurrectionist Dr. Wilhelm Rolf. Looks like they're going to be working in the secret lab together. And I wonder if Mark has ever heard of the ignominious frenetic scientist ahead. Thomas and Jennifer misread when they see Chad assuring Kat. And I do wonder if Jennifer is going to contend that Thomas be allowed to come to Boston with her. EJ and Abe face off. It's the battle of the granddads. It gets veritably heated. EJ is allowed to see his grandson, but Abe sure is. So this is going to get messy. And Gwen gets a new assignment, no mistrustfulness, from EJ. November sweeps continue engagements, returns, and twisting drama. The week of November 10th through the 14th, love is in the air. Philip and Gabby are participating romantic moments at the cantina, and Steve Johnson and Kayla Brady are having some love there as well. Sammy Brady is back and reveals that she's engaged. Xander interrupts a close moment between Sarah and Brady, but will he keep his temper in check? Kat may try out the courting scene soon. We know she and EJ are supposed to be sparking soon. Abe keeps working with Liam, and of course Theo really hates that. Rachel reacts veritably inadequately to Brady chastising her over the pumpkin incident, and Rachel is on the upwardly path to a helical and may need a more serious intervention during reaches. Johnny and Chanel settle into parenting. Rolf is back in Salem and working with Mark, and we're going to see what Minatory wisdom they're up to. Jeremy's irked at being indicted of everything. And the Tom Horton Free Clinic Fidelity fate is coming soon with tons of returnees coming back. The factual 60th anniversary date is November 8th, but that's a Saturday. So the anniversary stuff is going to unmask over into this alternate week of reaches. Days of Our Lives spoilers Tuesday, November 4th, Brady punishes Rachel, Kate's news, Xander and Sarah's run-in. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, November 4th, reveal that Brady Black will discipline Rachel Black while Kate Roberts Brady gets surprising news. Xander Kyriakis and Sarah Horton Kyriakis will also have a run, heft, so then's what Days suckers can anticipate. For starters, Brady will give Rachel a lecture after the whole pumpkin fling failure. Rachel will face counterreaction for her part in all the chaos, so she'll have to accept her discipline once this lecture's over. Days spoilers say Brady will advertise that Rachel is predicated, so she obviously won't be thrilled about that. Nonetheless, Brady will dig his heels in on this and hope that chastising Rachel will help her understand how wrong her jest was. As for Xander, he'll bump into Sarah with Victoria Kyriakis in her stroller, so they'll share some tense moments outside the cantina. Sarah will keep her guard up with Xander during this run, heft and reiterate that there's no stopgap for their future presently. Over with Philip Kyriakis, he'll give Kate updates on all the drama now that Sarah knows the verity. Sarah set up Philip prevaricated about his bushwhacker to cover for Xander, so Philip will fill Kate in and let her know Sarah is decoupling Xander. Philip will also console Xander a bit in Tuesday's Days of Our Lives occasion, so Days spoilers say their bond as sisters will remain complete for now. In the meantime, Tate Black will console Aaron Green now that he's given up his maternal rights and approved Tesoro's relinquishment. Aaron will end up comforting Ariana Ari Hernandez as well since she's been part of Tesoro's foster family and now has to say goodbye. Ari will know how hard all this is going to be on Javi Hernandez, so she'll solicitude about him. 2. Next, Tate and Holly Jonas will have an important discussion, so this will presumably be about their relationship difficulties. Holly is obsessed with playing by the rules and fastening on Academy since she doesn't want to violate her exploration. Tate's feeling rather left out of Holly's life right now, so will they figure out a way to spend further time together or take a bit or a romantic break? Either way, Days of Our Lives spoilers say Holly and Tate will reach an understanding soon enough. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.